Hi, YouTube. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm taking a break. I'm in the middle of making a homemade pizza. I made the crust, so the house smells like bread right now. It was going to be a sausage, Italian sausage, and like olives and onions, different things on there. But we couldn't find any sausage in Walmart where Doug went to the grocery store. There's other stores around here, but I told him just that's fine. I'll use hamburger. Otherwise, I was just going to make it a veggie pizza. Not a big deal. Just the crust alone being homemade is going to be phenomenal. So yeah, anything after that is just what it is. So, yeah, it'll be good. I'm taking a break, like I said, and today is my youngest son's birthday. He's 40 years old today. I don't think he'll watch this. He's incarcerated, but if you do in the future, happy birthday, Jonathan. You know. So, anyway, people don't call him Jonathan, they usually call him John or Johnny, it's like, no, his name's Jonathan. Jon, no, John. It's okay. That's how I meant, for him to be addressed anyway. Yeah, so, yeah, so it's a good day here. We got about 4 inches of snow in the last couple days. Not a lot for our area, but it is what I expected. Um, my eyes and my nose are a little stuffy and watery. You might be able to tell by my speech. So if I do have to blow my nose, it's because I was out in the kitty house earlier and there's straw out there in their bedding and yeah, I think it hit me. Some days it doesn't as bad, and I did take an allergy pill. I don't always like to, but I have to some days, and this is one of them. So happy weekend, happy new week ahead to everybody. Um, I was able to help set in motion a means of income for a friend of mine that is totally gonna dismantle the fake religions out there, and I applaud you. Yeah. So to make funds available to this person to be able to continue what they're doing, maybe they'd like being able to earn an income in a different way than what they ever could before. So maybe that may be a good thing. Maybe without even having to travel, just via the internet. Totally uh, liar slayer. So that's what I'm into going against all the fakeness that people have become accustomed to. Um, yeah. Anyway, I was sitting there talking my slang for a minute. I don't know. It's like when I was a kid, I adopted some of what the Native Americans were speaking, and some of the kids from the projects were talking a whole different kind of slang that I picked up. I didn't learn it in my community, but I did out of theirs. So, anyway, yeah. So some days I go there, you know. Yeah, might be a little bit of noise. Doug is getting the snow out of the driveway, so he's driving around doing that. So I don't think it'll be bad. It won't be a big deal, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I was thinking about those fires in California and how the mayor went on vacation right before this all happened. And she was in, or still is in Africa, from, I don't know what LA County is, what county that would be, or if it's just called LA, the city, if it's independent from counties. But in my state, we have counties. It's sectioned off, um, and local courthouses for our counties. So I'm assuming that's how it is out there too. Well, anyway, their city of Los Angeles, that mayor sent firefighting gear out to the Ukraine. And then when they needed it there just now, it's not available. And reservoirs of water were emptied. Oh, hell no, nothing going on there, at all. While in my town, my city, Pine City, there's a whopping, used to be like 6,000 people, might be about 8 or 10 now. Um, that's even around in the outlying areas. It's sometimes you gotta drive a while to see a group of houses or whatever. My little tiny community came up with 96,300 and like 32 cents, almost $100,000 to give to our fire department. They started doing this before these fires came about. That was presented to our um, county commissioner just like last week or something. So the contribution from the people in the community and a couple local businesses uh, were able to collect that amount of money from all these. We're the poorest county in our state because of what, and well, there's some, depending on where they are, some of them are like tourist attractions, like Duluth Superior and Bemidji. There's one, Hibbing is where there's like silver mines and stuff. So there's different areas that are like uh, tourist attractions for different things. We've got kind of what we're known for around here is it's the Northwest Fur Post Company, and we're on the routes of what would be the boundary waters coming out of Canada, how they would transport goods and furs and different things to people, you know, all through the United States from Canada on down. So, um, anyway, our fur post was one of the larger ones on these waterways that they would use to transport stuff back in them days. So, yeah, that's our tourist attraction here. But, um, all these poor people around me, I mean, there's some richer, there's some poorer, but the average person, they live modestly, you know, like on a very small income, and yet they give to the fire department. And all those people out in Los Angeles are frying down to the ground under the direction of their mayor. That blows me away. See, that's a big city, and you don't live next door to your mayor. We do. We know right where they are, where they shop, where their kids go to school, you know? That's why I say localized government is so much better if it were just that without DC. Bye. They're not even a state. Get out of my country. That's how I feel. And stay out. Take your Trump, take your Harris and Biden, all the rest of y'all, and get out of here. Go to the state you support Israel. You know? Bye. Because with Perm coming up, March 14th, putting on their clown suits when it's legal for, in their religion, to do anything they want, like the Purge movies. That's what their form of being a Israelite, if that's what they call themselves today. That's their form, their religion, even in another person's country. Well, what I got to say, clown face, here's bring it on. Come to my house and personally try to do something to me. So, and then you're supposed to, oh, you're saying something against their heritage. No, that's my bloodline. I'll say what I want to these people that are doing things to other people with the excuse of a religion that my God told me I could hurt you. Oh, did they? You know, that's what's on my mind today. March 14th, people, what's going to happen on that day? Makes you wonder, huh? Why did they change the calendars? These very people I'm talking about. When you can judge time with the sun and the moon, why would they change any of it? Things don't change. That's a sky clock. That's set. They're set in the firmament. That's a firm situation on how that stuff moves up there. No matter what anybody tells you. Star Trek, you know, not a joke either. So no, they can play their games. And the earth doesn't move. The sky moves around it. It's a light show. Enjoy it, you know. I would if I could and see it without them poisoning us. And then I wonder why my nose is runny today. Yeah. What are we breathing, right? We all know. We know what they're doing. That's why I say, come fight me into my house. You're cowards. You won't do that. And I won't either. I won't come to your house. You're on our house. You're in our lives illegally. That's not liberty for any breathing animal in the world. It's so criminal. It's not even crimes against humanity, it's an assault on the whole world, you know? By these people's wishes, I'd agreed to destroy. And what, I'm just supposed to say I won't fight you? Yeah, I will. I'm not going into somebody else's country and fighting a war for them. I'm telling you to bring it personally, like I am with the leader of the Dark Cabal, keeping it in check as good as I can. And if you got a thing like that in your life, you better look over it. Who's going to? This is time of war. This isn't time to sit back and just let anybody do anything they want to you or your loved ones. It's a time to stand up and tell these goes where to get off. No matter where you are in the world. And I'm not yelling at you, sweet people. Really, really. I do get fired up, though. I'm not playing at all. There's too many people in this world that think they can do what they want to other people with no ramifications. And I'm telling you, if I get my hands around your throat, I'm going to squeeze or I'm going to put you in check and you'll know you've been checked. Checkmate. Queen wins. No, you didn't kill her. She's still on the board and she always will be. So I'm not talking about the dead Queen of England either or any other country. I'm talking about the true spirit of God, the female energy that they want to wipe out completely. So there is no nurturing and there is no family unit that you have strictly a Baphomet existence. Well, that'll be okay after I'm gone. If my children and my grandchildren can't see and won't see and refuse to what a real family is, then I'm backing out of all of it. Have at it, you little goes, all of you. I don't care who you are. If you're not living the straight and narrow as a human being, as a decent, conscientious human being, I don't want anything to do with you. My bar is too high for you to even reach. I'm not lowering my standards to appease anybody. I'm not allowing anybody to be taught something stupidly wrong and not that's going to harm people and not say anything about it. You know? So, and yeah, music is for sure a part of a craft. It just depends on what you're hearing when I share it with my attitude behind it. You might hear a song that you think is something it's not when it means something entirely. I could be singing to God, you know, and you might think Hell's Bells was for Satan or whatever, whatever. Same difference, whatever. Whatever anybody wants to think, the powers that be, we're all borrowed energy that we either get from one or the other or both together. And well, there's three places you can get your energy, and the third place is going to be the fiasco that he created and that he wants. It's almost like a sabbatical for a deranged mind, drained of energy. It's all self-imposed, by the way. And yeah, I'm talking about the Baphomet or baby Jeebus, whoever you want to call them, you know, those that are one, one love babies, one love for y'all, you know, because they're young. They're young souls, young spirits, you know. That's the way it is, you know. Yeah, we're all being trained, but what are you going to be trained for? Are you still potty training or, you know, something different maybe? You know, who knows, right? What a person aspires, you know, or promises that people have made to help humanity, you know, whatever. I'm in the second category there. I made promises miles and miles before, or I may have promises to keep miles and miles before I sleep. I think that's it. And I don't know, is that Robert Frost? I can't remember. Could be Emily Dickinson. I bet that's who it is. I was a big fan of hers. Used to read a lot. No, I'm probably wrong on both those. Could be Poe for all I know. Yeah, today I do not know. I'm not going to stress at it, you know. But like some people, they got to say like who it is, what it is, when it was written, what town it was written in. That's nice, you know. I'm just no, no. I cannot believe my son is 40. They forgot him in my room. It was exhausting, but it was really cool. The nurses forgot to come and get him, which was perfect. You know, they thought they were abusing me, which always happens in a medical situation for me. I have to be really careful. That's why I do take care of myself and have operated on myself because of the things that have happened to me in my past that I refuse to let happen again. I know better, way better in a lot of ways. So anyway, here was this kid. He had orange hair. Orange, not red, not streaks or nothing, just pure like a pumpkin and big brown eyes. And I'm like, whoa. I felt like I had Gizmo in my arms, you know, if you know who that is from the Gremlins. Yeah, looked cute at first. Just don't get it wet. I think that's what those were. Oh my goodness. I got him a Gizmo t-shirt when he was little too. Yeah. But yeah, I was amazed. I called him my pleasant boo-boo. I didn't even tell anybody I was pregnant the second time for months, like 4.5 months. It would have been dangerous. So I kept it to myself. Yeah, that was a trip just within itself, hiding that. Would have been easier the first time I didn't get as big. But the second time I didn't get huge, but huge enough, you know. And so, yeah, but they left him in there. I couldn't move him either because he was sleeping, you know. So my arm was like getting tired. It just about went numb. And when they came to get him, I thanked him and I looked at him like, if you F with my baby, I will get you. I still feel like that about my kids, you know, and the people that have done things to them. So, regardless of how they turned out or what they're going through, I still am in attack mode towards the people that hurt my children when they were babies. I still am out for your souls, not blood, not anything else. I'm taking you down for messing with me and mine. Period. So nothing is free. Do what the you want to do, but just remember, you're not getting out of this. Well, none of us get out of this alive. Now, I could tell you I've done it before, and it isn't a big deal because I can control that. And you probably say, oh, yeah, whatever. Whatever is right. You can fear something I'm not afraid of, you know? So be very scared. I would if I hurt somebody's offsprings and thought there was nothing she could do about it. But from past experience, you know I can and I will. So you have something to look forward to. It's not a thrill for me. I am not thrilled for having to take time to correct mistakes that simple minds laid plans that didn't turn out well for them. Because you have to be ahead of the game before you can get ahead of the game, you know? It's like the baby trying to scold the parent, you know? Get the fuck out of here, you little twerp. You know, what you think you're doing, nothing. That's why I always enjoy people telling me who I am. And it was a baiting question the other day. Instincts or no instincts? That is the question. Next time you ask me for my advice, I'm going to remind you of you questioning my instincts. Next time you want to know what's going to come at you, you can just remember those questions you posed to me. Like, you think I'm stupid, or you think that I would bow to a subservient mind, for real. It's so stupid. Kind of comical in a dark way. Not my darkness. I don't go there unless it's brought out in me, you know? And I've been accused of reactions that were righteous. I was justified. And I have more patience than anybody I've ever met. That's what they were counting on. They thought my patience wouldn't run out. No, it still hasn't for the right people. I turned it off for others, you know. I will be playing some music later. I have to think of what those would be. I was way too tired this morning. I just couldn't deal with any music. I couldn't even think of one I wanted to listen to. I did share my second to the youngest granddaughter singing with her dad in the van about 5 years ago on his birthday. You can't hear her real good, but she was making me laugh with her little dance and stuff. And, you know, it's in the blood. Her dad, too, my youngest son, is a dancer and loves to sing. And yeah, so yeah, you can see one of my offsprings doing her little thing, goofy. Oh, yeah. That's in my community. I shared it, and I shared it on Facebook, which, if you're here, you're more than welcome to come and friend me over there. Um, I'm sort of selective, but I've been there, well, actually, like, it's just about, I think, 20 years when they first started for business. And I had a lot of documents and different things that I posted there that were wiped out if you were there and remember when they stole all our information and all our memories out of there. So they only go back 11 or 12 years now. But a while ago here, they really jacked us over on Facebook. Yeah. I used to talk to Zuckerberg. That's how long back when it was little, he still sees things. I mean, he posts things. every once in a while. Yeah, but he's a jerk. One of them, you know. I did want to see him and Elon go in the ring. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, whatever. That to me would have been like a clown show. Extreme. Um, they may be cruel and cold and calculating, but they're not like things I have seen that would chew a hole through them, whatever it would take to win that match. I mean, animalistic. There's no way if they came up against a real fighter that would do anything that they would win any kind of that. It wouldn't even be a sport. There would be no contest with that wildness. They don't know what wild is what I'm saying. None of them Dark Cabal do. They have to group together in order to come up with against true strength. They can't deal with it. Even a whole room full of them, if you start getting like some of us can get, they crawl into their corners and all that. Some of you know what I mean. When you start talking, if you have to, we put them in fear, which is exactly where they need to be put, by the way. So that's what I'm into. Scaring the people that would actually harm other people. And you should be afraid because I totally fucking hate you things. Anyway, well, for the rest of you that love me and I love you, and it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood and all the rest of that, and I'm gonna go probably make my pizza in a while here, put it together, and you have a really good week ahead. I love you all. Thank you for being here. Peace from Pine City, Minnesota, USA.